Hi, you guys! It's me, just a little bit of proof of life, showing my actual face on here for the first time in a few months, proving to you that they are not robots who are running my channel. It's really me. Here I am. I've had a really good summer. I'm going to update you guys on everything that I have been up to in another video really soon. But today, I wanted to talk to you about all the new patterns that were released, well, the indie patterns that were released in August. So I'm going to take a look at all the ones that I could find, and we're going to just kind of check them out and chat about them and just see what's new in the world of indies. So without further ado, let's get into it.
All right, kicking things off, we have the newest pattern from Greenstyle. This is the boxy tee. This is a $13 beginner pattern. Let's see, stylish t-shirts tailored to your preferences with 3 options for necklines, 2 sleeve lengths, and 3 bodice lengths. It accommodates a range of fit and styles from casual to chic. Simple, clean silhouette, provides a perfect balance, blah, 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 blah. A 2-inch full bust adjustment front pattern piece is included. So if you're always having to do a full bust adjustment of 2 inches, you won't have to do that anymore. That's awesome. The standard pattern is drafted for a 3-inch difference between full and upper, and the adjusted pattern piece will have a 5-inch difference. Love that. One less thing. Okay, here are your 2 sleeve lengths and 3 necklines. You have like a wide neckline, a scoop neckline, and a crew neckline, and then 3 lengths as well. Cropped, or I guess extra cropped, and regular, maybe? I don't know what the terminology is, but here are some of the tester photos. How can we quickly get through them? Here we go. So we can get a look at a couple different versions. That's the very, very cropped one, which honestly I know seems so impractical, but a lot of my like teenage, preteen sewing students, that's what they're wanting to make to wear to dance class, to gymnastics, to whatever. That must be like the mid-length one. They all seem to have this like drop shoulder, and then you either attach the sleeve to it or you don't. Look how cute. It's giving me, oh gosh, the movie with the dancing. Flashdance, right? That's so cute. I kind of do love that. That's adorable. And what a great little knit scrap buster, right? You could make this out of a ton of different knit fabrics. Oh, this is the crew neck one. It is a crew neck. It is up there. And then there's the wide one again. Yeah, really, really cute. How fun. Do I need another t-shirt pattern? Can I hack one that I have? That'll be the question I ask myself throughout every single one of these patterns. Okay, Love Notions came out with the meadowlark pants. The meadowlark hiking pants, I should say. Versatile, functional. They're 1250 sizes, extra small through 5X, as with all Love Notions patterns. Designed for wovens, feature a flat front waistband, faux fly, elastic back waistband, 3 length options, full length pants with an optional roll-up tab, shorts, and zip-off convertible shorts, making them adaptable for changing weather or activity levels. All right, well, on its surface, these do seem very specific to certain lifestyles, especially with like the zip-offs and like the cargo pockets and all of that kind of stuff, all these little added things. But if you take that away, right, like look at this version here. This is just a cute little straight leg pant. That's cute. Same thing here with the shorts. If you take off the patch pockets, then they're just a cute little short. So you can, jazz them up if you go hiking or camping or any of those things where you would need extra pockets or, removable bottoms, all the things. But there are a lot of other really great details, like this yoke here. The elastic looks like it has like multiple tiers of elastic, not just one big chunky one. And then these people are more like my people. She just went to her backyard. That's about as much an adventure I'm getting into as well. Yeah, the backyard peeps are my people. Fit wise, it seems to be pretty consistent. I am noticing a lot of people have this pulling on the button. So I don't know if the waistband, like the elastic, is pulling on it. Something might be happening there. I'm not entirely sure what. But crotch wise, ease wise, everything seems pretty consistent from person to person. So that's always good. That's what I'm usually looking for whenever it comes to tester patterns. Yeah, I just wish I were a little bit more hiker, you know, being so close to the mountains here. I really should be, but c'est la vie. Okay, so now this is the Seamwork patterns. There's 2 of them every month. This first one is the Lars pencil pants, and I highlighted this because it made my little heart so happy, because I have been referring to cigarette pants as pencil pants for years now. And I don't know if someone on Seamwork's team is watching my videos and they're like, you know what? We really shouldn't be celebrating cigarettes anymore these days. Like, they're killing people. We know it. And if you can call a slim fitting skirt a pencil skirt, why can't we call slim fitting pants pencil pants? So when I saw that, I don't know. I had a good little giggle to myself, making me feel like, you know, I might have some little impact on the world, even if it's very, very minute, like changing the name of cigarette pants to pencil pants. But either way, it made me happy. These are very Audrey Hepburn looking, right? Very, very cute. Very, very sweet. It says fitted throughout, sits at natural waist, features single front and double back waist darts for subtle shaping. Invisible side seam zipper, I love that. Maintains a clean finish. Back single welt pockets with button closure adds a classic touch. Yeah, these are super classic. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that Seamwork or Colette haven't come out with a pencil pant before. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just feels like so in their wheelhouse. Like, how did we not have that yet? We do get this little like slit detail. So sweet. And remember, these are made from stretch wovens, so your fabric is going to have a little bit of give as well, in addition to having all those little darts and little fitting details included. One more thing I wanted to check out. Yeah, so the waistband here, there isn't one, or if there is one, it's kind of hidden inside. Love that. Again, for a super clean look. Also, outside of these single welt pockets, this is a very easy pattern to sew. You just have a few darts, a side seam zipper, and like straight seams for the legs and stuff. If you've sewn pajama shorts before, you can sew these. You don't have to do the welt pocket. You could do a patch pocket. You could leave them off altogether. I bet these come together really, really fast. All right, and then to go with we don't have to wear them together, but as released together was the pencil pant and then this Idra woven wrap top. Again, another kind of like, I don't want to say basic, but like, I'm surprised they don't have something like this already. Made from woven fabrics, lined front bodice with radiating pleats, bust darts, and back waist shaping for a flattering fit. Deep V neckline, dramatic waist tie enhance the wrap silhouette, while billowing sleeves with gathered caps and elasticized hems add soft volume. Yeah, so again, just one of those patterns that you're like, really? You guys have never done one of these before? That's kind of shocking. But you can see kind of the wrap here. You have the back darts, you have side darts, gathers and gathers. This looks just like the sleeve taken off of the Cadence, is it? That I did the sew along for. The pretty little dress. Mine was navy blue. It looks just like the sleeve off of that. But yeah, I mean, a great classic wrap. And obviously you can wear this with the pants. They would look really cute together. I'm surprised they didn't do that. Maybe somewhere on the internet is them put together, but just a really cute little top, right? I have a link in the description box if you want to join Seamwork. It's a monthly subscription. You can buy these outright, but if you get this subscription, then you also get a little bonus every month. This one happens to be a hack to make the pencil pant into a wide leg pant. But there's a link in the description box for a discount where you can join Seamwork. All right, now we have Cashmerette Club pattern. This is the Astell skirt. So similarly, Cashmerette has a monthly subscription. This one you get one pattern per month. And this one is the Astell skirt. It is a bias cut skirt. I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. If you have not ever made or tried on a bias cut garment, I don't care what size you are. I don't care your body shape. I don't care your body type. I don't care your quote unquote imperfections, what problem areas, whatever you call it. Bias cut skirts are magical, and they just highlight all the best places and diminish all of the problem places and look seriously so good on every body. You do not have to make them out of like shiny slippery fabrics like that one is. This is just like a little rayon or something. It doesn't have to be like super dressy. You can just make like a really cute skirt and wear it with sneakers. I love, 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 love a bias cut skirt. So this is the club pattern for this month. Didn't I pass some line drawings here? Yes. So we do have 2 back darts as well. Since Cashmerette is the pattern company known for curves, obviously they're going to give you a little bit of curvature happening here. And then there's also a hidden elastic waistband inside of this to help you feel a little bit more locked and loaded, I guess, whenever you are wearing it. It helps it stay up, helps you feel a little bit more secure. You can kind of see how that is constructed there. Okay. Pattern for Pirates has the June Bug boxer shorts, which some of them look a lot like boxer shorts. So freaking cute. Look at this little shape on her. I love it so much. But at the end of the day, they're just pull-on shorts, right? They're elastic waist shorts like this you can wear out. You just have a few details. Look at that set. Oh, I bet she made that from like old bandanas or something. I love it. There's a little ruffle that you can add on, also really cute. There was a little like, was it the band? Well, there is a band, but I was thinking there was like a little piping detail in one of them. There are line drawings in here somewhere. They just have so many. Yes, well, kind of. So you have the high rise with the closed faux fly and a ruffle hem, mid-rise contrast hem, which was that banded thing, and then faux fly with inseam pockets. Again, I mean, they are floppy pockets. You could easily draft them to be like stabilized in this waistband. That's not hard to do at all. I have videos for how to do that, tutorials for how to do that on my YouTube channel here. And you also have this patch pocket situation, like a slant pocket. And then the back views are 1 pocket or 2 pockets. Also, I want to point out, it does look like the waistbands can be different as well. Like this one looks like 2 channels. This one looks like 3. This one looks like 1. So there are quite a few options here. Even if you're thinking, what in the world do I need to make boxer shorts for? It really is just a very kind of like well-developed elastic waist short with a lot of different variations. Could you take elastic waist shorts you already have and hack it to this? Yes. But you can also just buy these for $12. Up to you. Okay, so this is made for mermaids, and they have collections that they design patterns underneath. And so they released 2 patterns under their resort collection, the Oran and the Kamali. So it's this top and this skirt. And then they also released 3 patterns under their barbell collection, the June, the Sydney, and the Demi. So we're going to look at the bundles so that we can kind of get through these 5 patterns pretty quickly. But You can buy them together or you can buy them separately. There is a little bit of a discount if you buy them together, obviously. Okay, so the Orin, let's see. Woven drop shoulder top. Drop shoulder top that hits at the waist. This doesn't look drop shoulder to me. Not like this. That's where the seam is. So that is interesting. I feel like maybe just the illustrations are wrong. I hope so. That would be the best of all the bad things that could be happening here. Front bodice is a deep V that is open at the center and does not overlap, allowing the fit and coverage to be adjusted with the waistband ties. The neckline and sleeveless option are finished with a hem, while the bottom hemline finished with the waistband. Okay. Choose short or long waistband ties. Both can be worn snug, tied tight under the bust for a fitted look or tied looser at the waist for a relaxed fit. You know what this reminds me of? Did you guys watch the America's Sweethearts, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader docuseries? This is what their uniforms are. I remember them doing like a fitting for them, and she was just like pulling on them and tying them so tight. They're little, like, you could make D cups out of B cups. The way that she was doing it was kind of miraculous. This reminds me of that. How you could just tie it up so tight and you could just create all the cleavage in the world. Okay, Orin, which is the other one. Can I get to that? Oh, here we go. No, that top is Orin. Sorry. Kamali is the skirt. Showstopper skirt designed for lightweight knits. The front double slits add just the right amount of drama. 3 slit height options: mid, high, or ultra high. Yikes. Choose from sleek sheath fit or flowy swing fit to match your style. Both are available in short, midi, or maxi. Finish with your choice of a high-waisted basic waistband or a contour waistband for added shaping. Okay, now we can look at these pictures. Yeah, so again, the only thing about Orin that's a little bit odd is that it says it's drop shoulder. The sample is drop shoulder, but the illustrations are definitely not drop shoulder. So I guess do with that what you will. I don't mind the drop shoulder of it. This is the flutter sleeve, like this one here. And then this is the Kamali skirt, high-waisted, and these really high slits. Those are like scarily high. Like I only want to wear it to the pool or beach kind of high. Here is just the top. And again, yes, drop shoulder for sure. And I don't know if this is tied tightly or tied loosely, but it is definitely a deep V. And you've got the band that turns into the ties. You've got the long sleeve with the elastic, or elbow length sleeve with elastic, or that flutter sleeve that we just saw. I'm sure you could do, what would happen if you left the sleeves off? It would be, those are pretty open. The arm size are very big. So like you probably show some side boob. I guess you could close this up a little bit and do like a little cap sleeve version. I don't know. Worth trying. But here are all the options again on the Orin top. Okay, and then this is the Kamali skirt. So you have like a fitted like pencil skirt, which I'm assuming you would make this out of like a more structured knit. And then these flowier ones you would make out of more of a lightweight knit. But then you have like 3 options for slits. You can do a little baby slit, you can do a mid slit, or you can do a really high slit, which I'm thinking this is the really high slit. I don't hate the high slit. I think it's actually quite beautiful. Oh, we only get one picture of that one? Hold on, let me go to the main listing to get more pictures. I would wear the high slit to like Target. That's my kind of my standard. Like, would I wear this to Target? Maybe not with a... that's high. That's high. Maybe not that high to Target. That high on vacation for sure. This must be the slim fit version. That's a lot of leg. Maybe if it were just one slit and not 2, like this one kind of looks like. I don't know. That's really pretty, actually. The two together like a set. That's cute. See, this is the little short skirt with the little short slits. That's adorable. That for sure to Target. These other ones, ooh, leather. Leather with the high slit. Now we're talking. Something about it being really structured. Also, this is not a knit, so she just sized up. Brilliant. Um, Maybe because it's more structured, it feels like it would stay in place more. I don't know. Oh, then we like pattern blocked the middle. That makes sense. Girl, that is her, that is high. That is really high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, maybe not the highest slit for me. I gotta work my way up there. This is nice. Right? This is just fine. It doesn't need to go up to my hip. Not for everyday wear, anyways. But yeah, lots of different versions. Here's kind of a flowery one. This is the mid slit. The mid slit is perfectly reasonable. But busting out that high slit, just the right time. Look how cute that is. I love this set. I love this set. I don't know. It would depend. A lot of these people are like highlighting, like intentionally opening up the skirt to show off the slits. I wonder what it would be like if you just didn't do that. Like when you're walking, is it? What? See, that's not so bad. I don't think. I don't know. I guess it depends on how tall you are. Maybe. I don't know. I like it, but again, it's one of those things. Like, do I need another knit skirt pattern? Probably not. Okay, this is the barbell collection, which is kind of like their version of like athleisure. So we have the June top here, knit pattern, beautiful wide portrait neckline, flattering and on trend, with the back neck dipping lower than the front. Modern feminine silhouette, built-in shelf bra. 3 length options. Sports bra and shelf bra are finished with an enclosed elastic waistband for secure fit. 3 sleeve options, sleeveless, cap sleeve, and short sleeve. June is versatile enough for layering or wearing alone. Okay. Sydney, which is the skirt pattern. On trend knit skirt featuring flattering high waist lined waistband. Front skirt is A-line and slightly smaller than the back. Love that. While the back skirt is fuller and longer for added coverage. Choose between micro mini and mini lengths for the skirt portion. The built-in shorts have a seamless front for comfort with a side panel that includes an optional pocket and gusset for easy movement. And you can choose your inseam on that as well. Great. And then Demi, which is this dress here, is one piece athletic dress, features a faux wrap front, flattering gathering at one side like ruched, no waist seam, wrap side hemline sits longer than the underskirt, creating a layered look with movement. Front neckline is a wide scoop, while the back features so many words. Neckline and arm side are finished with a lining. Bodice linings attached directly to the built-in shorties. The lining attaches directly to the shorties for a smooth interior finish, which also means, yes, you have to get buck naked to go to the bathroom for those of you that have a problem with that. Skirt includes flattering seaming, center back hem, extended for average coverage, built-in shorties, no front seam, same as the other one. And you have 2 inseams to choose from. Okay, let's look at some of these pictures to put words to pictures. All right, this is June. So you've got sleeveless, which is what she is wearing. You've got a sleeve, short sleeve, or a little cap sleeve. But this neckline is really the showstopper here. Isn't that just so pretty? I think it's also maybe this same top here. Yeah, because that's the same skirt. This is the Sydney skirt. Little A-line, cute little mini skirt with shorts underneath it. You can do it longer if you want. If you want it to be more like a not athletic skirt, you could do that. And then here's the little dress with the shorts underneath, built-in bra, ruched on the side. Here's the top again. Top options. And it looks like this has something for cups where you can put cups in there. You know, and the little opening where you can pull them out. I would rather just someone why don't we just sew those down? I've been sewing those down in my ready to wear ones for so long. Like front to the lining, you never see it from the outside, and then they never move, which is great. Okay, here's Sydney again. So we've got just the shorts or shorts with the skirt overlay. There are all of the Sydney options. You guys are seeing these everywhere now, right? Like literally everywhere. Athleta, Lululemon, Target, that girl Cassie Ho from Blogilates like went viral for wearing the Taylor Swift one. So now you can make your own. And then here's the little dress. This is very Lululemon coated, but you have the little ruching here. Can you see that? Such a nice little detail. And the racer back with the little opening. I mean, it looks really, really professional and just like ready to wear, right? I mean, I think so, if I do say so myself. And then, yeah. Okay. So those are the 5 patterns from Made for Mermaids. Like I said before, you can buy them individually. So here are the 3 athleisure ones. You can buy just the top and the skirt, or you can buy all 3 of them. And then here are the 2, I don't know, what do you call when it's not athleisure? Like regular clothes? You can buy them individually or as a bundle. Okay, so Closet Core came out with a new pattern, like actual main collection Closet Core, not their crew. The crew did too, but this is not that. This is the sepia pants and shorts pattern. They have a clever design that blends blah, 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 blah. Double pockets to create a floating effect. Additional top stitch pockets in the back. A traditional elastic waistband. Fluted paper bag edge and optional drawstring. And then barrel leg. Ending at the ankle. A wide leg. Or shorts. So 3 different options. I feel like from here to here, you probably have a pattern like this. This bottom part is where the newness comes in. The barrel, which I think is what she's wearing, is super, super cute. It's not as weird as some of the influencers are making it out to seem. This is the wide leg. Beautiful. Literally love that. Love it as a set too. So cute. Okay, got it. Yep. But see how cute that is? It's not that strange. If you get the proportions right on it, barrels can be really, really, really flattering. I just want to figure out, do I need to buy this pattern in order to figure out how to make a barrel leg, or can I just start adding darts? That's really all it is. It's like a dart in the front and back, and then a dart at the knee, I think. Can I just add those? This is where I go rogue and then I end up crying and frustrated in my sewing room. But yeah, it's just little darts that add like a little bit of that barrel shape to it. Not that revolutionary. The drapey wide leg is super cute. What about the shorts? Shorts. Oh, also adorable. But again, we have pull-on short patterns, right? I know we all have those, whether it's, pajama shorts or what. It's just the figuring out the bottom part of it that makes it so, so, so cute. Love that. They are $18. Ugh, that is so much to me. The crew pattern, now this is their membership. So you join, you get a new pattern every single month. This is the Edith shirt dress. Princess seams create a beautifully fitted bodice, while clever bias cut side panels add movement and dimension to the full skirt. So you have your princess seams here, and note the princess seams are on the side. You still have a dart. So there is a lot of drafting and shaping and magic happening here. And then you have this curved seam here, and this is bias. So it's going to, kind of like that skirt, it's going to float away. I don't know, just going to do magical things to the side of your body. Do we have more pictures? pretty. Yeah, it's definitely just one of those like effortlessly cool, like she spent no time, right? She's just like, whatever, I just put on this dress and I just happen to look like $1,000,000. That's what this pattern is. Right? Doesn't she look really, really rich? And it's, again, because of all of this shaping that's being done, that to the naked eye, you can't really tell what's happening. But a lot of thought and science has gone into making that work so well. There, you can see it really well there. That's giving her a figure that looks incredible without like trying too hard. Here you can see the bias really well. This is a really, really, really great dress. I feel like it's going to be overlooked. I don't know why, because I guess it's another shirt dress maybe, but it shouldn't be. You guys should all be making this. The collar is really great. I love how it's just kind of like a relaxed collar even. There's not a collar band or stand, not a collar stand. It's got to be really fun to sew too. Oh, I'm a sucker for shirt dresses. I really am. Oh, and look, there's even darts here. I didn't notice that in the shoulders. How much is this? What is the membership cost? I can't remember. It's $144 a year, so about $12 a month. $12 for this? That's worth every penny. Every penny. Yeah, love that. And I think you get access to the back library as well. Discounts and perks. Yeah. That's really, really, really beautiful. Don't sleep on this. This is a great pattern. Okay, Itch to Stitch came out with a sorata dress. Flattering V neckline, slip-on design. It has cup sizes, and I think all of her patterns have cup sizes. 4 armhole options, flattering V neckline, 3 length options, slip-on with no closure, love that. Elasticized waist with 3 rows of elastic, I love that. I don't like a chintzy little elastic waist. I want it to be beefy. Optional inseam pockets and design for lightweight woven fabrics. So, okay, yeah, we might have seen this before, you know, not super revolutionary in terms of design. Her patterns are really well drafted and the instructions are really good. Again, she has been doing this for so long. She's worked out all the kinks. She's like a little well-oiled machine over there, but the thing about her patterns is you don't get a ton of options. So with this one, we only get the one neckline. The only difference is really the sleeves, which aren't really that different. You could do some hacking, like you could take this flutter sleeve and turn it into like a billowy like lantern sleeve and elasticize the waist, the elasticize the wrist. But other than that, like you're really just getting like this V-neck bodice. And then yes, you could add more ruffle tiers, right? You could shorten it, you could lengthen it, you could do like the basic hacking, but you're really only getting like one dress with this. So that's usually what hangs me up about buying Itch to Stitch patterns. That said though, they are $14, so not $18 like some of the other ones. I do feel like on the whole, I'm going to a little bit of a soapbox here, but on the whole, I do feel like most sewing pattern companies have sort of, we found like a bit of an industry standard with regard to pricing. It is in that $10 to $15 range. So she's kind of right in there. Can we find them for less? Yes. Can we find them for a lot more? Also yes. But she's kind of hitting the sweet spot there. I just wish there were more options, me personally. Okay, Chalk and Notch came out with the Tess pattern. It's basically a t-shirt dress for medium weight knits. 2 front and 2 back necklines and 3 sleeve options. The best way to show you guys is this. All right, so we have a low front We have a high front. We also have a low back and a high back. And then you have sleeveless, short sleeve, and long sleeve. And then the 3 lengths are also here. So this description wasn't very descriptive to me. I got confused. But that illustration of the line drawings really helped. So short sleeve, I believe that's high neck. I believe that's low back short sleeve and the midi length. And that's the low front. Okay, so low front, high front. So not as crew as that other one. It was like up in the neck. This one is a little bit more open. But a pretty little t-shirt dress, right? I mean, you can't go wrong with a knit t-shirt dress. You could probably make a million of them and you'd reach for them all the time. It's just how many t-shirt patterns do we really need? You know, that's where I start to like, do I need another one? This one is a little bit different, but it's not that different. Is it different enough? You know, and then I just kind of go back and forth. But yeah. All right, that's chalk and notches. There's our $18. And I want to say bust cups. Yeah, 2 bust cup options come with theirs. Then we have the Collins dress and top pattern by Friday Paper Company. This is, ironically or unironically, I did not do this on purpose, another knit, kind of like a t-shirt dress, not exactly, but like it is a knit column dress. There's no darts. The only thing that's different between this one and that one that we just saw are the neckline, and even that's not that different. This one just has a squared off neckline, but it is like a low back, you know what I mean? Let's see, what else? 2 cup size options on this one as well. Low or high back options. Designed for knits. Integrated shelf bra in this one. I don't think the other one had that. Hemline features a straight A-line sweep. So it's A-line and the sweep. Kind of like scooped at the bottom. Subtly. Very, very subtle. You'll want to sew it again and again. So I also think that on this one, there's no sleeve options. You just get this little cap sleeve, which is really, really pretty. Kind of a little bit more modern than the last one we looked at. It's really cute. It's really pretty. Oh, do I need this? How much are they? $16. So again, right outside that like mid range. Why can't they all, if they were all $8, I would just buy them all, but they're not. 16's a lot for one, basically like one view. I was just saying about itch to stitch, like there's really only one option here other than the length, which, you know, that's like a silly little hack. But the shelf bra is really great. I just think I would really love it. Oh, this one's tempting. This one's tempting. Okay. While I think about that, let's look at Petite Stitchery. They have the Leighton, Midi, and Maxi. It's on sale for $8. Normally their patterns are $10.50. Easy to sew. Pull-on style skirt features drop waist yoke detail with a gathered ruffle hem, inseam pockets, elastic waistband. Perfect for pairing your favorite cropped tees and sweaters. Okay, so here's the line drawing. This is the detail. It reminds me of a cowboy shirt, like the yoke of a cowboy shirt. I don't know about the back also having these bumps. I don't know how flattering that is. You could easily just do this in the front and in the back, have it be straight across or kind of like a little bit of a scoop. I don't know. How hard can that be to hack? Can't be that hard, right? It is really cute, like this whole jean jacket look. Yeah, like she lives on a ranch and, you know, makes bread and, or maybe like candles, something with wax, something with bees, honeybees. Maybe she makes honey. You know what I mean? Lavender, something with lavender. I don't know. I'm just getting like this whole like, out on the range kind of vibe for this skirt. But there's lots of different types of fabrics being used. This pink chambray is so pretty. Lots of different fabrics being used. This one, I think, is like a tablecloth or something. That's really fun. And it also kind of looks like a knit. It might not be, but it kind of looking like a knit. See what I mean? Out on the range. Look, this picture is exactly that. Look how beautiful. Yeah, made out of like a basic cotton. So you could really dive deep into the stash for this one. Whether it's a sheet or just something you've had in your stash for a really long time. Does that look like a knit too? There's no reason why you couldn't make it in a knit because there's an elastic waistband. I mean, you could make it out of just about anything. I wouldn't go too structured. It could get a little funky, but yeah. Cute. Next is a free pattern from Matchy Club. If you're unaware, I have a library of free patterns on a blog post on my website. There's got to be 300 free sewing patterns there. And now I'm going to be adding this one to it. So I actually have a few updates I need to make to that website and kind of put it all in an email and let you guys know about it. So I'll put a link in the description box where you can check out that blog post. And then like a little pop-up will come up. If you want updates, you can leave me your email and then I'll email you when the updates come about. So I'll be adding this one for sure and emailing everyone who's already signed up for it. But from Matchy, normally it would be $14, but it's free if you sign up for their, I'm assuming is their newsletter. It doesn't say what you're signing up for. It just says you're signing up for this, but clearly you're giving them some information in exchange for the pattern. The pattern itself is pretty simple. I kind of think all their patterns are really simple, but the way that they pick the fabrics and style them, I don't know. I love all the patterns that they put out. They're all so cute. But yeah, it is this color blocked situation, so you could for sure, again, burn through the pattern stash, use up some scraps. You can do this gathered version or not gathered version. You also don't have to color block it. You could definitely just cut this pattern piece on the fold and then it would look a normal top. You can do that to the bottom part too. You don't have to do that. But I love that it's just like no closures. The hardest thing about this is getting this little thing to match up and then the bias binding on the armholes. But even that, you could just hem them. You don't have to do the bias binding, but it is a cute little like added contrast detail, don't you think? And then there's the dress version here, which is just like a lengthened version of the first top that we saw. Super cute. They are calling this a set, color block set. I think it's more of a color block top because you are not getting bottoms. You're just getting a crop tee, a peplum top, and a mini dress. That's it. But totally for free. Love that. I love that. Okay, now this is a new to me sewing pattern company, Summerhouse. Have you ever sewn with them before? If you have, leave a comment in the comment section below. The first one I see, I'll pin to the top so that if Summerhouse is new to other people, you can share your experience and we can know, okay, is this like a legit sewing pattern company or are there problems, or you just kind of what did you think? If you loved it, if you would maybe, only for advanced sewers, whatever the deal is. If you've ever sewn Summerhouse, let me know in the comments. But this is their Oswald jumper, $16. It is a high waistline, anchored pockets, yay. No floppy pockets around here. Breezy wide legs that land just or above the ankle. Customize your look with a choice of curved or V neckline, front tie closure, or snap button closure. I love that they're doing this. I'll talk about it more when we look at the pictures. Considered a year-round staple. I agree with that. Adventurous beginner. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So full bust up to 65, hips up to 67, fully inclusive there. You get your US letter, your AO copy shop, projector file. They seem to be up to date with everything. So that's great. Okay, so I love that companies are doing this now as an option for the closure because it is so beginner friendly. Like anybody can sew a tube. Buttons, snaps, zippers even, that can get a little bit intimidating, but literally anybody can sew this and keep the top of their jumpsuit closed. You know what I mean? Other than that, it is a very loose fitting, which I love. I actually think the bigger the better, you know? I think a really loosey-goosey, almost borderline clown outfit is cuter. I don't know why. Maybe it's just my mind telling me that I just want to wear pajamas all the time. But look at this version that she did, like, it looks like pants and a top. That's so cute. Of course it's bump friendly. All these different fabrics, pretty much your mid-weight wovens. Look, see how that is more oversized than, say, well, that's the back. Then say even that one maybe. I don't know. They're all kind of oversized now that I'm looking at them. But this one feels a little bit extra oversized. And I love it. Also, that little plaid is so cute. This one's adorable too. They're all really, really, really good. Right fabrics. The fit looks universally kind of the same on everybody. That's what I'm looking for in pattern tester pictures. I don't expect for everybody to be a perfect sewist. I don't expect everybody to get the fit right on their sample, but I do expect it to fit similarly on everybody, which I feel like we've got. Summerhouse might be, I'm going to have to give them a try. I'll see what you guys have to say about them in the comments if you've ever sewn with them, but this could be a contender for some fall sewing for sure. Okay, now we have Madswick. Madswick like this. Have you guys ever seen them before? I've never sewn with their patterns, I don't think. I might have come across them whenever I made that. I don't remember where I first saw them actually, but either way, they just came out with their Delft dress, and it is a unique, fun, confident, beginner-friendly sewing pattern. Darts, bias-bound, round, square neckline. That's hard. Bias-bound, round, square neck. That's difficult. It probably would have been better to go with, or at least more beginner friendly, to go with a facing. We'll see what it looks like. Puff short sleeves, curved waistband, scalloped gathered skirt tiers. Like the other cowboy girl on a range? How come I had never seen that before and now we've got two patterns with it? That's so interesting. It is not a form-fitted dress, full of generous ease. I'm glad she said that so that people aren't picturing it as like a fit and flare. Oh, well, I guess that's fine. Yeah, look, it's the bumpy skirt again. That's so interesting. Maybe that's like a trend that's coming or has been, I don't know. But you also have this little, like, I like the little scoop in the bodice. It did say like a gathered or a puff sleeve, it called it. It could be puffier, but I'm already noticing with the bias binding. Let's see if there's a better picture. Yeah. Okay. So when you have a round, and then even more difficult is a round square neckline, getting the bias tape, you almost have to like pull on the bias tape like just enough. There has to be enough like stretch in the bias tape itself to prevent all this from happening. If you want like a super clean, smooth finish, then just make a facing. Because yeah, this is a little bit challenging. If it were just a scoop, okay, you can work that out. The scoop square, the round square, that's hard. That's where all of these little doodads are coming from. But yeah, I love that skirt. There's like a side view. I guess that's of the pocket, right? Aren't there pockets? And yeah, there's the pocket. Cute. And then this is out of some, I don't know what, lighter weight fabric. There's a gauze. That's also really pretty. So you can make it like poofy. You could use even like, you could go real poofy and do something like taffeta. How cool would that be? This might just be like a basic cotton. Um, like imagine it out of like taffeta or something and being just like so extreme. That would be fun. Or you can do it out of like lightweight gauze and have it be like summery, easy breezy. Interesting. I don't hate it. I got nowhere to wear it, but I don't hate it. Okay, and then the last company we're going to be looking at is DG Patterns. They are exclusively on Etsy now. They didn't used to be, but now they are. So they're on my radar, even though I don't normally keep Etsy patterns on my radar. They're one of them that are. This is the Tavita top. It is a like princess seamed short sleeve top. I actually see this more as a dress, especially with this fun little like flare that would happen with the skirt. I think that's really cute. But here's what it looks like just kind of like laying down normally. I also think this knit is a little bit lightweight. I'm picturing something a little bit more structured. But again, I want that peplum to kind of like really pop. So that's why I would choose a fabric like that. But you just get the one view, one neckline, one sleeve length. You can hack it to your heart's desire on your own, but only one. But the patterns only cost $5. 50% off. Is that all the time? I don't remember if that's all the time or not. She also came out with the Baron dress, which is a fit and flare V-neck. We've got some gathered tiers in the skirt. We've got a dedicated midriff and then some kind of sleeve detail. Let's see if there's a close-up picture. No, oh, the back is really pretty. That deep V in the back is very pretty. Another one that you could really dress up or keep it super casual. Okay, so it looks like they're just like little bands. That's an interesting detail. This is another one of those sleeper patterns, I think, where you're going to overlook it, but if you made it, it would look so pretty and you probably would wear it all the time. Okay, and then we've got the Salma top, which is a spaghetti strap wrap. I'm pretty sure it's a wrap. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so wrap front with these flounces on it. Is this like, I don't think this is elasticized. Let's see, hold on. Crossover sleeveless blouse with front ruffles and a peplum. So it's a dedicated sewn on peplum. Again, I kind of see this as a dress. It'd be really pretty as a dress, but equally as pretty as a top. Again, another one of those that you can make out of 1,000,001 fabrics. Dress it up, dress it down, wear it to work, wear it on the weekends, wear it on a date, wear it to an event, like all kinds of places. So, love that. Okay.
All right, there you have it. What did you guys think of the new indies that came out in August? Very interesting that there were two sets of kind of like trends where they had sort of similar vibes going, similar details going. What did you think of that? Is that a trend you can get behind? Are you going to buy any of these patterns or have you already bought some of the patterns? Let me know what you guys think of these new releases in the comments section below. If there is a new pattern that you know that came out in August, but I didn't mention here, please leave it in the comment section below and I can add that pattern designer to my little checklist that I do every single month. But yeah, other than that, that's going to do it for today. I will be back very soon. I'll see you guys then. Bye. Say bye, honey.